greatest fear is probably dying with no one knowing of any contribution I ever made to creative music. But that's cool because I made an album already that I'm so proud of that, you know, if I died tomorrow, touch wood, you know, I would still feel fulfilled in it in a way.
The world is yours, and I'ma do it for all my niggas and all my haters. We talking like we ain't all in, and we ain't getting paper. No, I'm in my zone, and no, we never fake it. Ride for my niggas all day, all day. I'ma die for my city all day. Oh, the world
Shit is crazy these days, make me seem kinda strange to a nigga like me. My mama told me, thank God, keep my head in the game. What's the G off in this game? Got a nigga like me, I see this shit as clear as day, even in my sleep. And so I pull out my chain, be the fresh I can be. So I hate to stay off in your lane, now you can't do it like me. I'll be the coolest on the block, it's your boy J. This for all my shorties that be getting money. This for all my niggas that be getting money. In this generation, ain't no hesitation. Wake up in the morning, you know I be on it. Living for the moment, you know I be on it. I'm crowd surfing, ain't no denying the high performance. Fuck a hater, try to tell me how to be now. Judging me on style, vocabulary, performance, not ordinary, original. Tell the haters simmer down. Focus on this life that I'm living now, living now.
Yeah. Welcome back to another episode, number 19 of the Kings of Comedy, featuring 3 niggas on YouTube, because we're not YouTube niggas. Of course, your host, me, the incredible T.O.P, the young homie Roe, and Nigga Tone. We had to give him a new name because he's been late the most lately. Anyway, peace. Shout out to you, Trav. Shout out to Cam. Glad that y'all can catch the show. But tonight's show is about a question. And the question is, were you planned? Or was your mama a thought and you got here because your daddy didn't spray her on the face? What I've noticed lately. Good evening, Miss Misha. How you doing? What I've noticed as of late is here on YouTube, there is a lot of fuckery going on amongst so-called men. That's up for debate. But a couple weeks ago, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but a couple weeks ago, apparently somebody hijacked and copyrighted the Manosphere name, and that was controversy. And just here recently, in the last 72 hours, we had a tag team WWF Royal Rumble match between 4 lames. In my opinion, I don't know what y'all think about them, but that's just my opinion. It seems to me that a lot of motherfuckers are degenerate as fuck, and it caused me to wonder whether or not if motherfuckers was planned by their parents, because the world is filled with stupid motherfuckers. But before y'all answer that, welcome back to the show, Tone and Roe. How y'all doing? How's your week been? How you feeling, bro? You feeling better? You down to having just COVID-17 now, nigga?
Nah, I'm good, man. Got my taste back, got my smell back. Yeah, everything good. I didn't really get that sick. It's just, I was just a little tired every now and again, but the taste and the smell was just the most annoying part. You know what I'm saying? Because when you have something and then you don't have it, it'd be like, damn, I want that shit back. But it really wasn't like nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. I wasn't on no bed rest or nothing. It's just I couldn't really go around people and shit. Like, so you just pretty much being a loner. Like, I'm usually a loner, but like now that I know I have to be a loner, it's just like now I want to go outside because I know I got to. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, I know what I'm sending you for Christmas, nigga. I'm sending you one of those clapper devices. So in case you catch the COVID-19 again when you're in the van and shit, nigga, you just and everything is start up for you, nigga. It's the hookup. It's the hookup.
This guy.
It's the hookup. How you doing, Tom? How you been, man? How was your week? I noticed that you had a comedy show recently. I know it was killer because you're a funny motherfucker. That's why I fuck with you. And Roe's a funny motherfucker too. That's why I fuck with him. Well, at least one of the reasons. But how was the show, man?
All went good, man. It was a drunk lady talking through everybody's set, but it was fun, man. She was cool.
Was she out there? Was she out there licking butts like the nigga licked the white lady butt on Instagram? Y'all ain't see that?
What the hell?
Oh, that was
no.
Yeah, that nigga walked
The
up
dark
behind
side of Instagram, you be hanging on.
Call that shit Finstagram, nigga. Yeah, that shit was wild. I just seen it recently. I thought that shit was hilarious because it just goes to my point that motherfuckers are retarded. You know what I'm saying? Most people are just dumb. But Ro, some time ago, man, we did a live, me and you. And for all you who didn't see it, it's Star Wars episode 2 of 3. It's called Attack of the Clones. And me and Ro basically we essentially had this conversation before. And but the what we focused on is how a lot of you dudes listen to motherfuckers like Fresh and Fit because you think that they the real deal. Only for you to find out, and y'all keep seeing this shit. Just like y'all keep seeing these famous motherfuckers getting divorced, you keep seeing these lame niggas on YouTube get exposed. But do you remember that? Do you remember that live, Ro?
Yeah. I remember we was talking about that shit, man. That shit, it's crazy. Like watching all this shit just happen. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like any nigga could grab a camera and just get on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And just say some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't no requirements, no prerequisites, no nothing. Like anybody could get on there, but you can tell like which ones is real. For the most part, you can kind of tell because the real ones, the people that got the real game, like they don't try too hard. They don't call themselves alpha male. They just like chill, like they don't be going over and beyond to talk shit about women. They just chill dudes. They give their perspective, but they don't like try to beat their chest and act like I'm this, and that. And that's what I think them other guys was doing. Like I could have predicted this because I've seen those type of dudes before. Like if you got, I'm this. Like if you got to talk about how much money you got, how alpha you are, how this and how that, like you trying too hard. Because the dudes that really get it, that really have success with women, they don't try hard, bro. Like they just be chilling and they let life come to them. Like they don't have to go on a site and say, hey, I make this amount of money. I'm this tall. I have this, and that. I'm doing this. Like,
hey,
the real dudes don't gotta do all that, man. They just be chilling.
You speaking straight facts, and I'm gonna tell you a story. And this is a true story, not based on actual events. These are actual events. When I first came to North Carolina from New Jersey, I was staying with my cousins. They both was in Shaw University at the time. And they had a house, just had a baby and all that shit. But the white dude who lived across the street, who used to let me come and play on his basketball goal in his driveway, this motherfucker was a multi-millionaire. And you would never know it because he lived in a regular house. The motherfucker wore like no name brand sneakers, probably shopped at Walmart, and drove a goddamn Toyota Camry. you would never know this motherfucker was a millionaire. I seen the motherfucker picture in the paper and my fucking jaw dropped. Like, oh shit, this dude is somebody. You know what I'm saying? But that's just to speak to your point, bro. Motherfuckers who got it ain't gonna tell you they got it because they smart enough to know that if they tell you that they got it, that you might try to come take it. Because motherfuckers are lazy.
Right.
People, if people have the opportunity to steal 12 months worth of provisions as opposed to work for it, what you think they gonna do? Just ask yourself, what would you do? And be honest about it.
Yeah, you become a lick now, you know what I'm saying? Just like
Motherfuckers
with
lazy.
the females and stuff. If you go out here, like, here's the easiest way to get females. If you go out here and you buy some Balenciaga shoes, a big chain, and you just do all of this extra stuff to become a target, now you're gonna get unwanted company. Now, like, you might get a female, like, she might be bad, she might try to set you up, like, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get people that wouldn't naturally be in your life because you are putting on this image and you're saying, hey, come get me, you know what I'm saying? Come use me, you know what I'm saying?
In the 90s, you have a predator like me eyeing you down, licking my chops, counting up your money. But you know, I'm beyond that. I'm peaceful now. I go to church on Sundays.
Yeah, I used to be a flashy dude. I ain't gonna cap. Like, you know, I used to have the cars and the rims and all that stuff going on. But now it's just like, I'm just like, hey man, I'm broke. Like, I ain't got shit. So whoever want to come fuck with me, you gonna have to fuck with me off GP because I ain't got nothing. I ain't never had nothing. You ain't gonna never know if I got something unless I heavily fuck with you, and you probably still ain't gonna know what I got. You
That's
know what I'm
facts.
saying?
That's facts. Before we continue or before Tone make offer his commentary, I just want to give a quick shout out to the young homie Nan. Keep it between the lines. Make sure the next time you stop at the truck stop, you check your blinker fluid. Shout out to the homie Dave. Dave, at some point in time, man, I gotta get down there to the ATL, man, so I could get out there on the links with you before it get too cold. And salute to the homie William Ackerman. How you doing? And yeah, Trav, man, I had 3 cars and a motorcycle. I sold them shits because they was just sitting out in the driveway. Basically, to show that, you know, not that I was trying to, but, you know, people will look at it and see, well, this dude, he live all by himself. He got 3 cars and a motorcycle and a house. You know, motherfuckers start looking at you. And the neighborhood that I live in, you know, I know my neighbors by face and from talking to them. But these motherfuckers couldn't tell you what my name was unless they went and looked at my mail. Because I keep it low key like that. But, you know, like Nas said, man, once you can afford these cars, man, once you get that kind of money where you could pay for a Benz outright, that shit, it becomes unfucking important at that point. You know, and to keep it all the way real, because I used to work on cars too. Most of these niggas that got luxury cars, them shits is used. If you can only afford a used luxury car, you really can't afford it. Stop fronting.
Facts.
You know, niggas got a problem with pretending and then got the nerve to point their finger at bitches because they wear makeup. Make it make sense now. Make it make sense now. But so back to the topic. Roe, Tone, do you think that you were planned by your parents? It's a wild question, but it's been on my mind for like 3 days.
Shit. I believe that I was planned for sure. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna give you the reason why, you know, because, you know, I grew up in a stable household, you know what I'm saying? Pops, hardworking man, moms, you know, in the house, you know, staying at home. She had little jobs here and there, but you know, I believe I was planned, you know. because my peoples was married and shit like that. And I just think a lot of the times when motherfuckers like ain't in a relationship and are married, nigga, like I just think if your parents wasn't together, you was probably an accident, bro. If they wasn't together, they didn't even have to be married. But if they wasn't like living together on some shit, like 9 times out of 10, you probably was an accident. That's just my opinion.
I think most motherfuckers was accidents, and you know, I mean, if you just take a snapshot of what happens in the manosphere, you get a lot of dudes who salty that they got the wrong bitch pregnant. So I think a lot of you motherfuckers wasn't playing.
Yeah, that's for real, for real.
Because your mama was a thought and your daddy wasn't shit, and now you're on YouTube and you're mad. You need to go to church and reconcile that with God.
Yeah, they got house issues. You know what I'm saying? Like I have my issues too, but you know, when you grow up in that stable home and you got mom and pops there, like it's a little different. You know, my parents wasn't. At least they didn't fight in front of me and shit. So you know, it was a pretty decent household. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, I never even seen my parents get loud with each other. I never heard my father cuss at my mother or vice versa ever in my lifetime. But again, me and my family, you know, my parents was only together until I was 12. And then crack hit real hard and just fucked my whole family up.
Damn.
So, you know, I mean, it's very unfortunate. I wasn't in a position to do anything about it. You know, I ultimately blame white people for it because niggas don't own poppy fields or grow coca. So, you know. But yeah, what about you, Tony? You think you was playing? Or were you at least conceived in love?
I was gonna say in the middle, man. So I don't think I was playing, but so my parents had me at 21, but they was like dating at 14. They never got married or nothing, but like you said, made out of love. I would say yeah, but at the same time, no. My mom been working for the post office for like 32 years or something like that, and I remember her telling me, or 30 years rather, 31 years. I remember her telling me about she considered getting an abortion, and the day she decided no, she was gonna keep me was the day they called her and told her she got the job.
That's deep.
At least you stuck around and got them blessings. And I'm glad that you're here. You know, because you is a funny motherfucker. These motherfuckers don't know it. I know it. You a funny motherfucker. But yeah, man. I don't know if I was playing, to be perfectly honest. And you know, if you ask me for my most honest opinion, right off the dome, I would say that I think that most black people, we don't plan our children or plan for them. And it's got a lot to do with the way the system is set up that we live in. You know, this is one of the reasons why I don't have children myself right now, is because I know as a black man, when I walk out that door, my life, that could be my last day coming home. And under such circumstances, it's very difficult for me to figure out how to plan how I'm going to protect my child and my woman, my child's mother. So, you know, this is the reasoning behind asking this question. And that is because a lot of us do not make plans for our children. And then when our children get here, you know, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard the cliche before that I'm going to raise my child to be different than the way my parents raised me.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's the problem.
When you don't properly plan for your child's arrival, they are almost 100% doomed to be just like, you know, you gonna be damn near like your parents were to you, because you don't know anything else. So, you know, I could be wrong. I'm willing to concede that. I've been wrong before. I'm pretty sure I'll be wrong again. And I'm not a parent. So, I can't speak from actual parental experience, but I have been a child before. So I do have that experience. But what do you guys think about that? I mean, Tone, I know you have children. Ron, I'm pretty sure you said you don't have children.
So,
Nah,
uh,
I don't. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I think that's a flawed way of thinking, and a lot of people don't like how you say. A lot of them end up doing their kids the same way. A lot of them go so far in the opposite that they don't realize they doing worse for their kid than their parent did. For it. By the time they realize that kid is already a menace to society. Like a lot of them, like, because don't get me wrong, a lot of parents, especially like parents older, like in your generation, there was a lot of overdoing it. Like either you wasn't there or you was overly aggressive. You know what I'm saying? It's like you didn't get like a medium, and it's understandable because you had people growing up in the middle of figuring out their own shit, but they was having kids too soon. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't wait like they should have waited. Just like my generation should be waiting to have kids to get they self and their life together to put a kid in. But regardless, people be so focused on not putting their kid through what they went through that sometimes they don't break down that sometimes what they went through was just too extreme and to like water down what they did. And that's why you got kids who walk around here now feeling like, oh, I should get my way or I gotta fuck stuff up in the store. Not even kids, adults. Like, oh, you can't give me my McNuggets, I'm gonna break this window because I'm not used to not getting my way because my whole life my way has been provided. Or people who want to kill themselves because they've been winning their whole life and they lose one time and they don't know what to do. But that's because you've like not put your kid through what you went so far to try to avoid all these lessons that made you in a position to even give a fuck about your kid enough to want to change their life. You put yourself those experiences put you in that position to see life from that angle. And you have to know what to take away and what to keep. And a lot of people don't know that because there ain't no handbooks out here for.
Yeah, nobody gets an instruction manual on how to be a parent. So, that whole good parent, bad parent shit, only holds so much weight with me. But we all know what's right and what's wrong. But again, the reason why I bring up this topic is because I noticed that it's a trend among us. And for us, especially, when I say us, I mean us as Black people, as a group of people. For us, it's even more detrimental because we already in a fucked up situation. So my advice is for you young fellas out there who are thinking about your legacy, since these niggas on YouTube is always talking about that, but they don't really go into any detail. It's to create a whole nother, it's big, something that you should take very seriously. And a lot of you guys don't take it very seriously. And the evidence is right here on YouTube because you got a bunch of these motherfucking bitter baby daddies mad at the mama who they chose to lay with. Because she damn sure ain't put no gun to their head and make them do it. So, that to say, in regards to your legacy, fellas, you really need to sit down and put a lot of thought into it before you just go off half cock, just fucking like rabbits and having babies like Mexicans. No disrespect to Mexicans because I love Mexicans. But yeah, you really should think about this a lot deeper than what most guys commonly do.
Exactly.
I want to just quickly address William. I read your comment. I got you, Aikman, like Troy Aikman, and I got another friend that I've been knowing him for years, but he's also adopted. Now I've never been through a process like that before, but I lost both of my parents, and so I could kind of like sympathize with that situation. But yeah, I would like to. That's a topic that I would like to bring up, but I have to talk to some people who've been through similar situations to see if they're willing to have that kind of a conversation, because I don't have any personal experience with that. But I would be very interested in hearing what kind of an effect does that have on you and your thinking. What kind of a psychological effect does that have on you? And Cam says, I never understood Planned Parenthood because I ain't never met nobody who planned to be a parent in the hood. That sounds like a lyric from a rap song I heard before. I just can't think of who it is right now.
That's funny. I was thinking that when I read it too. This Travis dude, like you see how you say now this new generation is overcompensated for and caught up. The funny thing is,
that's
I was just talking about. That's literally what I was just talking about in my show. And the reason it's like this, if you pay attention, like when you look at like the motherfuckers in the '60s, they was all work and fucking and having kids, and so a lot of their kids grew up feeling like they had to fend for themselves and yada yada yada. And a lot of them might have experienced some shit where they ended up raising the kids in our generation to be like, well, I don't want my kid to have to fend for themselves and do all this, so I want to be on. And then they end up overdoing it, and then their kid don't know how to do shit by themselves. And it is crazy because the person who overdid it is now telling you, why the fuck can't you do what you're supposed to do, and not looking back and saying, hey, I fucked
up. Right.
And now the people whose parents was like that to them that overdid it are either not giving a fuck about their kids or overdoing it. You know what I'm saying? Continuing what their parents did. And that's how you just keep starting the generation, the next generation, the next generation, and shit just continuously getting worse. It's funny because I was literally just talking about this in my show.
In my opinion, like a lot of these parents, like they say shit like, I don't want my kids to have to struggle, so they overspoil them, like you said, Tone. And it's just like, your job as a parent is simply to, this gonna ruffle some feathers, but your job as a parent is simply to teach your children how to fend for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like it's not about like leaving them money, like, oh, I want to, get this and leave them money. Nigga, if you leave your kids money, they never had to work, and you die and leave them millions of dollars, they gonna run through that shit, and then they ain't gonna know what to do, because you ain't gonna be able to be there to help them, and you ain't never showed them how to get shit on their own. Like this one dude I watch, I think his name is Don Pena or something. I saw him on like a DJ Vlad. He was like, he's like a billionaire. He's like, I'm not giving my kids nothing. Like, I'm going to show them how to get it on their own, but I'm not giving them nothing. I think he said he's going to leave them something, but
that's
like,
gangster.
Ice Cube said the same shit. Ice Cube said, I ain't leaving them shit.
That's gangster as fuck,
but that's real. Like, I think about
you
me,
have
like,
a point. You have a point, bro.
I'd rather get it on my own. Like, I don't want to have to get money after my parents die. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather learn how to get it on my own. And if I get something when they die, I just want to, like, shit, that's just some shit I can stack up for rainy days, for when I get old or something. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you give, I used to work with kids. This is how I know. Like, I worked with kids for 15 years. Like, when you just give kids shit, they don't appreciate it, and they just gonna fuck it over. They gonna blow all the money that you give them because they never had to work for it, and they never really learned how to survive life because they parents are like, oh, my kids gotta have everything. So God forbid something happened to their parents, and they don't know what to do. Like, what do I do? Like, now they stuck because you ain't taught them shit.
Exactly. That's how my sister is. Me and my sister had a conversation, and she told me that she hated the fact that she was spoiled because she don't know what to do. Like whenever it comes to some big life decision, she's shook. Like, her anxiety, like she don't know what the fuck to do. And she go back to them every time, and they help her every time. And she's like, I'm glad they helped me, but I hate it because I never get the opportunity to figure out how to do it myself. So, and then it's like, what happens when she can't go to them no more?
But see, that this is the downside, right? Like I was saying earlier, guys really need to put some thought into, when they talk about their legacy. You really have to put some thought into this shit, because let's just say that you're a multimillionaire, you die, you leave your children all that money. They don't have to work, they don't have to do anything. So they don't have any challenges to face that's going to give them the life experience that they need, you know, to be able to survive and not get taken advantage of. And another thing is in regards to legacy, when you do all this work and you leave it to your children, in most cases, they are going to fuck it up. I could, you know, relay another story. I'm just not going to do it at this moment. But I have another, a perfect example of a man creating a legacy, leaving it to his children, and they just totally just, the white man was waiting around for 20 years, salivating, trying to get the shit from him. And they made it super easy and super cheap for him to get it. But when you think about your legacy, guys, you have to take into account that the easier you make it for your children, the softer these motherfuckers are going to be. Now, when it comes to female children, that's not really too bad. It could be bad, but it ain't too bad. But when it comes to male children, that's a no-no. And as a male yourself, you should know better. So, you know, I say that to say that when you hear topics like this spoken of, you know, on YouTube, you really have to put some thought into what the fuck you just heard. Because a lot of times motherfuckers just throw, you know, phrases and sound bites and, you know, the latest fad words. They just throw the shit around and don't put the shit in context. You know, and then they have you guys going out here doing shit and don't really explain to you all of the ramifications or, you know, everything that's included. And that's how a lot of you motherfuckers end up like Fresh and Fit on YouTube, showing your bitch side.
Yeah, and I mean, shit. Like, if you like, most of their fans is probably some young niggas that ain't never talked to women before, and it's just like, if you like me being older and being around people that were womanizers, or just you know, the player in the hood or whatever, like just the dudes that got success with women, me seeing that, I could see right through it. Did I watch the show? Yeah, it's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? I'll be watching the show when I'm working. You know, it kill time. It's entertainment, but that's all you supposed to look at it as. Because it's just like, I always looked at them like, these dudes is trying too hard. And am I saying that everything that they say is wrong? Absolutely not. Like, I agree with a lot of, not everything, but I agree with a lot of the things that they say. But I'm like, yeah, these dudes are trying too hard. He was like, oh, I'm gonna Frank Castle you in. Hey, yo, get the fuck out. Sometimes the girls don't even, sometimes they do deserve to be kicked out, but sometimes it'd be like, okay, you kicked her out for that. But they're really doing it for the fans, because the dudes that send them Snapchats, they be wanting to see, because they be in the chat like, oh, I can't wait to see you kick somebody out. I can't wait. Kick her out. Because he'll ask the chat like, hey, do you want me to kick her out? Like, what the chat got to do with you wanting to kick her out?
It seemed like to me that Fresh and Fit and Kevin Samuels pretty much got the same kind of setup, and it's that they use talking points against women to get women riled up for ratings, for views. That's what it seemed like to me.
Right.
And what I keep saying to these guys, and I've been saying this for a long time. First of all, when it come to game, how the fuck I'm gonna give you some game in public where women could consume it? How's it gonna work? In other words, when it comes to this red pill space and this manosphere shit, it's called the manosphere. It ain't supposed to include no women unless they out on the periphery.
Honestly, to change the world as men, like, we don't have to include women, bro. We just got to get a group of guys. We go in the huddle. a group of guys that got some sense. We get in the huddle and we decide what we're gonna do. We don't need women involved to make the change because they pretty much gonna
They're
react
just
off
gonna
what we
follow.
do.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They gonna react off what we do and how we act. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like ain't even no point of even having them in the conversation. Just like those conversations what they have with those girls, I know that they are pointless. Why? Because these girls will get on like, yeah, I'm a OnlyFans, I'm a hoe, and I'm this, I'm this, I'm that. And these dudes be in the chat like, yeah, you dirty, you dirty. But I know them dudes is gonna slide in their DMs and holler at them.
Exactly.
So I know these
Niggas
women
need to
can do whatever they want because they still
niggas
gonna
need to
holler.
keep it real. Niggas need to keep it real. Y'all niggas know y'all like dirty bitches. Keep it real. You know you like them. That's why you talk so much motherfucking shit about them. Motherfucker talk shit about the motherfucker that they like. Niggas is frauds on this bitch.
Yeah, all of it. That's why I'll be low key. Don't be wanting to do it. I'll be like, man, all this shit is fake. Like y'all dudes is just fake, man. Y'all like. We all know, like they talk about single mothers. Guess what? Single mothers is still gonna get hit. Fat women is still gonna get hit.
If 7 out of 10 black women is single mothers, and these motherfuckers is on YouTube trying to get game to get women, who you think they fucking?
They fucking single mothers.
All
Like, you know
right then. So why is these niggas capping?
And I know if the single mother
capping niggas.
Hey, we older, right? So most of the women we meet in our age bracket are gonna have kids. So, you know, of course you're gonna end up smacking like hitting a single mother. But the thing is, like, I know that if that single mother looks good enough, these dudes is gonna run in and be the stepdaddy. Like, let's be real. Like, if she fine and she got 4 kids, but you know, let's say your type light skin, she got a big booty, nice flat stomach, she can get a dude to come in and be the stepdaddy to all the 4 kids.
This what it really is. I'm gonna tell you what the problem really is. These niggas is some beta ass niggas. They know they some beta ass niggas, and they mad because they gotta pay. That's what it come down to. These niggas is mad. They gotta pay. Niggas like Fresh and Fit, if they didn't have the things that they have, them hoes wouldn't even talk to them.
Yeah, and they got exposed.
They don't even like have no, like, you know, like these dudes, like they don't have no charm or just no personality. Like, oh, that dude
charisma
funny.
at
Like
all.
they lame and corny. And I'm not like, look, they work hard, they hustle. They get money. They do what they need to do. They handle their business. I get it. And like I said, everything they say on their show, like a lot of it has truth to it. But when you look at them, they don't look like dudes that had success with women. They look like dudes that got success and then had women. They don't look like if they had $0. Like, you know, we all know those dudes in the hood that ain't never had nothing, that just lived off women their whole life. You be like, damn, nigga, how you get hurt? You ain't got no job. You ain't got no car. You ain't got nothing. Like, and they just always find a way. They get with one chick, they living off the next chick then gave them some money, the next chick then bought them some shoes, the next chick then bought them a car. And these dudes are talking about, hey, well, you know, you got to make $300,000 and dress like this to get women. And I'm just like, yeah, no, you don't. Like, if you experience, you know that ain't true. That's completely false. They will mess with you. If they find you attractive and you got a little charm to you, they're going to.
I'm gonna send the bitch over there so she could come back with a bag for me.
Exactly. They training these dudes.
It's a homeless man right now getting his dick sucked.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, man. This is you living in Trick Nation. Because 85% of these motherfucking dudes is tricks to some degree or other on some level or another, to keep it all the way real. Most of these motherfucking dudes is tricks, and they know they some tricks because they know what they willing to do to get the pussy. And if you got to do the most to get some ass, then that is what makes you a trick. And the fact that all you can think about doing with a bitch is fucking her is what makes you a trick.
Yeah, I mean,
but see, that's what don't get her. You understand what I'm saying? You know, you want to get a bitch mind, teach that bitch something that a nigga ain't never taught her before. Show that bitch how to make some motherfucking money.
the thing is, like, these dudes,
Those
like,
is the kind of things that make a long lasting impression on a bitch. You don't believe me? Go ask some bitches. That's how you don't take my word for it. Don't ever take T.O.P word for it. Go ask some bitches who gonna be honest with you.
most of these dudes that, like, that, you know, like, of course you're a man, like, get as much money as you can, like, do your stuff. Like, I agree with all of them when they say get money, hustle, 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 do your stuff. But what's gonna happen to most of these dudes that follow that philosophy is they gonna get money and they gonna get chicks running off with their shit. That's exactly what's gonna happen. They gonna get they high value woman, get they wife, and guess what? She never really liked you in the first place, so she just messing with you for the clout and the money. So what she gonna do is cheat on you with somebody that ain't got nothing,
Or got
that
more.
got zero, and then you're gonna be mad, like, man, I'm high value, man, I make six figures, I do this and that, and it's gonna be some dude with a white beater, some basketball shorts, some slippers, and some dingy braids that's gonna come bust your chick down because she never liked you in the goddamn first place.
He
Most
ain't
of
gonna
these
have the
chicks don't
dusty
even like
braids,
you.
is he? He ain't gonna have the dusty
Every
braids.
time.
Hey, I want to address Nan's comment right here. He said, what was the point of accumulating all of that money if you ain't leaving none for your offspring? I wouldn't care what they do with the money. I'm dead. Don't spoil them, but make them work towards it. I agree with you to a point, but here's my take on it. It's not really so, to me, it's not really so much about the money itself. It's the impact that you make on the world. Like King Dre say all the time, you know, your assignment should be overall doing something that's going to make the world a better place.
Right.
And so that is the point of accumulating money, to do something. When you do something that's going to be beneficial for a lot of people, the money will come. But when you just focus on just getting money and accumulating it, that's when it's going to becomes difficult. But yeah, that's just my take on it, man. Is yeah, I would leave my kids something too. And yes, I would make them earn it so that they would appreciate it. But, you know, it's not my life's mission to just be chasing money. You know, my time is way, way too valuable to just be doing that. Let's see. Dave said, I had a 35-year-old single mother tell me she's celibate this past weekend. She could be. She might be telling the truth. I mean, how many kids did she have? She had 4 kids. You know that bitch is lying. I would have looked at her like, bitch, you got 4 kids. Stop playing.
No, he got to read it slower. She celibate is what he thought. What she
I know that's right. Celibate on the weekends. Okay, let's see. Nan said, I had a homeboy who had a bad bitch and he was bummy as fuck. No drive for none. Hey, I'm going to tell you, I used to catch bitches back in the day in the 90s and the early 2000s with no goddamn car, fresh out of prison, riding the city bus. So niggas can't tell me shit about what you got to have to catch bitches. Now, if you got to have all that shit, you a trick trying to catch a hoe. But that's just my opinion. You know, take it for what it's worth. Let's see. Oh, what's up? Salute, Joe Blast. Glad you came through. Said, a YouTuber told me that my lack of funds and the fact that I was white and I like black women, I was worthless. I can't believe that money is the only thing that gives a man his worth. No, money doesn't give a man his worth at all. That's just the way that this society is set up. That's the ideals of this Western society. But if a man is only measured by the amount of money that he had, most men wouldn't even be considered men, to be perfectly honest, because there's only 1% of men right now anyway who really got any wealth.
Yeah,
that they make off of everybody else, coincidentally.
And a bunch of niggas with money that act like bitches.
That's
true too.
that's cap, my boy, because it's just like he's saying you white and you worthless if you don't have money. Like, dude, if a chick is attracted to you, bro, you ain't gotta have jack. You ain't gotta have jack. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, if you stay like groomed and at least that, you ain't even gotta be the flyest dude in the world. But if you just stay with a haircut, dress nice, smell good, you know, just nice and neat, bro, like you gonna be able to get them, bro. You're gonna be able to get them. Cause I done seen some shit by day. Like I'll be like, God damn, like how did he get her? When I was in my other mindset, like, oh no, you gotta have money to get women. And I'm just seeing this dude, like, how did he get her? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I look better than this dude. I got a car, I got this, I got that. Like, how he get her? But that dude was more confident. Like, if you got confidence, like somebody gonna slide. Maybe not everybody, obviously, but somebody gonna slide and they gonna want to fuck with you.
It is, when it comes to dealing with women, the one thing that a lot of these dating coaches say that is true is that it is a numbers game. But here's what I say in response to that. It's all in how you play the numbers game. Because top is 100%. I don't miss ever. I don't miss what I want to shoot at. Any bitch that I like back that like me, I got that.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt, no doubt in my motherfucking mind. But see, I know what most niggas don't know. I know to fuck with bitches that fuck with me instead of trying to get bitches who I know don't fuck with me. I don't even waste my time. So,
yeah.
you know,
And
niggas gotta learn to start fucking with bitches that like them, that they like in return. You know, because every bitch that like you might not be attracted to her. But there's gonna be plenty that like you that you are going to be attracted to. The problem is niggas ain't got no discipline, you know, no fucking self-control, and they really rule by their dicks. You can see the evidence of this shit right here, just looking fresh and fit. These niggas, you got 500,000 motherfucking subscribers and you still tricking? Nigga, please. If I had 5,000 subscribers, the bitches would be all in my DMs, nigga.
That nigga crazy.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Like, that's the gift and the curse of like, okay, these dating coaches, they could treat you some game that can work, but if you just going out here like talking to any and everything, you just putting yourself more at risk of getting got or getting a chick pregnant. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you putting yourself at risk. You talk to 100 girls and you smashing 10 of them a month. Like, you know, like that's 10 chances that you might get a girl pregnant. So they sitting up here telling you to have sex. Like, they not telling you to like get stuff out of them. Like, okay, get a girl to do this for you, do that. Get a girl to, you know, help you out with your business or whatever. Like, they ain't telling you that. They just tell you, hey, go have sex. Listen, condoms break sometime. Accidents happen, and the more sex with the more women you have, a consequence of having sex is getting a girl pregnant. It could happen. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Man, so, after I had sex with undisclosed number of chicks, I stopped keeping count because at that point it became unimportant. But I was still in my early 20s then. And I don't understand why niggas think it's like a badge of honor based on how many bitches you slept with. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. I'm glad, you know, that you got your rocks off, but that's a lot of wasted time and energy, yo. You could have probably been a millionaire if you only slept with half that amount. You know, but that's just another way that niggas, you know, I keep saying it, they act just like these bitches. You know what I'm saying? These bitches is proud to be thoughts, and these niggas is proud to be thoughts too. So, you know, it's no mystery to me why these women behave the way that they do. It's got everything to do with how men behave. Because if you got these high profile, you know, type dudes, these so-called high value men willing to trick with these bitches, what you think they're going to do? You think they gonna say no to the money?
Right.
And they
right.
and they broke. But then if that's what's happening, then how could you turn around as guys, turn around and point your finger at women and call them thoughts? When you are what's the fucking word? Encouraging the shit by participating in it.
Rewarding it.
You know, dudes is hypocrites like a motherfucker. A lot of these niggas, I don't even like them. I don't even know them. I don't like them based off the shit that I see that they do. I can't rock with that. You know? But it's all about the money at the end of the day. You know, these niggas do to these women the same thing that they say these women do to them.
Yep,
it's a big ass game of monkey see, monkey do, and niggas wonder why we in last place.
Yeah,
because of you niggas, and I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you niggas.
Man, honestly, I remember going to the club, and me and the homies used to have a little competition. How many numbers you gonna get? So we go in the club, and I'm walking out with 10, 12, 15 numbers sometimes, and probably one of them actually works. So I just think about like how much energy I put into that. Like that's why now it's just like, I kind of just like, oh, I get it when I need it. If I see a chick and she checking me out, then I'll talk to her. But I'm not about to go to talk to 20, 30 girls a day, sliding 100 girls DMs. I'm not about to do all that because that's too much work. Because out of that 100, probably 3 of them go mess with it. And now it's just like, if that's what you want to do, like, I'm not saying it can't work, because if you talk to 100 women and you getting 5 of them, you got 5 new chicks on your roster. I'm not saying that it can't work. It will work. You will get women like that. But who got time to talk to 100 women? Slide in 200 DMs, say, hey, hello, what's your favorite color? All that bullshit.
Yeah,
In all
exactly.
And remember that
DMs.
shit.
Like, I don't got time. Not even that I don't got time. I don't feel like it. Like, I don't feel like doing that, because I already know, like, from my younger self going out here talking to 10 and 15 women, that most of them ain't gonna be about shit. So it's just
That's
like a waste of time.
That's facts. And that's exactly why, for the most part, I ignore women. It's not because I don't like them or nothing like that. It's just that I value my time so much so that a woman damn near got to come and speak to me first. In most cases, or make her presence felt before I even open my mouth or look over there to pay attention to her. And even then, sometimes I'm whatever, because it ain't no thing. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not pressed for chicks, because I done had enough of them. I done rode the rodeo enough fucking times around the block to know how this thing go. Did I just rhyme? Shout out to the homie Sir. Yeah, man. I just for me, I just take it as my duty to try to inform you guys, especially you younger guys. Be careful of these motherfuckers who you listen to. I can't tell you what to do. This is just a suggestion. Be careful, really analyze, the shit that you hear motherfuckers say and the shit that you see motherfuckers do. You know what's real and what's fake.
Yeah, but that's the thing. A lot of them don't know what's real and fake, because they ain't never been outside. They ain't never been outside. They don't know what's real and fake.
Then on some real shit. And they really only hear, and I'm not opposed to it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to come on YouTube and use YouTube as a platform for yourself to make money, go right ahead and do it. But what I am opposed to is disparaging black people to do it. And I'm equal opportunity. That apply to black men and black women. But for guys, just because you see black women do it, don't play the monkey see, monkey do game. You know, because then they have you guys acting just like these females, and then these females are going to go further into disrespect because they see you acting just like them. You know, you can't point the finger as a man and complain about the behavior of women when your shit ain't right. And to be perfectly honest, you know, all of us that's here now, this shit was happening when we came here. It was already in play.
And
You know,
these chicks,
but
and
you can change yourself and how you operate. You can't change everybody else. But if you change yourself and everybody else do the same thing, the world could be a better place. But what was you gonna say, Ro? Pardon the interruption.
nah, I was interrupting you, my bad. But I was just saying, like, they know who to disrespect, you know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, it's just like when you like being like, you know, doing too much, like you are going to get disrespected. Like a smooth man would they wouldn't even talk to him like that. Like they talk to the dudes, you know, that be doing the shows. Like they wouldn't talk to a smooth, chill, relaxed dude who's, you know, who's calm and respectful. You know, you might get some chicks that, you know, get a little aggressive at times, but it's just like you gotta watch. Like I was watching this, I don't know who it was. It's this girl that be in the manosphere. I don't know her name, but she did like a stream with one content creator, and she was just like interrupting them, getting loud, doing this and that. And then I saw her do a stream with another content creator who was like a dating coach. He was more chill. I forgot who it was, but she was a totally different person. Like she's smiling, she being quiet, she listening, and he's listening to her. He's letting her speak. You know what I'm saying? He's not doing all these antics, and you know, he's not doing nothing. They just having a cordial conversation. And even when they were disagreeing, it was never like somebody trying to talk over somebody or get loud. It's just like, okay, that's your opinion. Now I'm going to tell you mine. But she acted like totally different. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's facts. This it could be one woman and all three. She could have been with all three of us, and she'll be different with each one of us, depending on how we are.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, that's some anecdotal evidence of you know, that piece of information that has been shared in this space amongst us guys. And let's see, women will approach. I got approached at what's that? Buck Seas? I guess that's what the fuck that is. Buck Seas. I don't know what the fuck Buck Seas is. I thought you was trying to type Buccaneers, but whatever. Anyhow, that's very true. I've been saying that shit since 2019, but only the chosen will be chose. If you don't get chose, because you ain't the chosen, mean you gotta pay. ain't no thing. Just get your money together, because you gotta pay. But that's why a lot of these dudes is mad low key. They mad because they either got to pay child support or they got to pay for the pussy. But, you know, that's what happened when you're a goofy nigga. Because I'm 45 years old. I don't got no kids. So what's these other niggas' excuse? What am I doing that they ain't do? Maybe they can come over here and learn a little something.
I'll tell you like this, though. This is one fact right here. This is real shit. Women do not like condoms, bro. They do not like them. Like most women would prefer to get hit raw. And most of these dudes be horny and the girl be bad. You know, she got the body, whatever, and they still go hit. But most women do not like condoms. But I don't let them con me into taking mine off. Like I'm keeping it on and I'm about to pull out with the condom on. I'm not about to play with you. Like, so if you ever see me with a baby, just know it was like there was nothing I could do. Condom broke, just like some freak accident type shit. But
I'm pulling out and putting it in her mouth, and I want her to swallow it and open up and let me see. Make sure you got all that.
popsicle sticks.
I use one of the little dental mirrors, make sure it ain't no DNA hanging off her back tooth and shit.
I see it in your gums, motherfucker, trying to hide it in your side.
Trying to spit it back out and suck it up with a turkey based bitch. Fuck out of here with
you ain't no chipmunk. Get the nuts
up. Let's see. Will said, I've been with 10 females and I've never been a thirsty dude. Nowadays, I only speak to them if I feel like it. Good shit, but you need to tack on maybe about another 10 more. I'm not saying that you got to fuck them, but you need a little bit more experience with women. So you get it'll give you more range because you're going to deal with 10. If you deal with another 10 women, they're going to be completely different than the 10 that you met to start with. But all women are the same in essence because female nature is either the same for all women or each woman got her own individual female nature. And that just does not make sense to me. So I'm going to go with choice number A. We at the hour mark, fellas. Is there anything else you want to say before we get out of here till next week?
Raise your goddamn kid.
We can't help it because you picked the bitch named Baby.
Shit. The choosing the chick you impregnate is the most important thing you probably gonna do in your life. Because I know most men want to have kids. Let's be honest. Most of y'all want to have kids, and that's cool. At least you ain't got to get married or nothing, but at least just don't have it with no dumb broad. You know what I'm saying? Like, put her through the ringer. Like, you really figure out as much as you can. You can't figure everything out about her, but figure out as much as you can. Figure out her parents and how she was raised and how her grandparents are. So at least you know if it don't work out, she ain't gonna be on some crazy shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least have that.
I say put every bitch on the 90-day rule. That don't mean the first 90 days you from the day that you met her. That means you actually spend 90 24-hour periods with this broad. For me, 90 days, it could take up to a year and a half for me to spend 90 24-hour periods with one female. Because I got shit to do. That's way more important. And she got to understand that. And if she don't, fuck her. On to the next. Right. But, yeah, fellas, you got to really put some thought into these things, man. And that includes your legacy and the content that you consume. Because remember, once you consume it, the only way to get it out is to shit it out. And that could be hard, especially if you're constipated. Right now, the young homie Roe is taking a break from social media. At some point in time, I may do the same thing, at least from Instagram, so I can concentrate a little bit more on this YouTube shit. You can catch the homie Tone on Instagram or TikTok. The links is in the video description below. I got 2 Instagram pages, the Incredible T.O.P and the Top Cast Instagram page. Follow me on both. When you at the gym, in the supermarket, or just driving around aimlessly on a Friday night because you can't get no pussy, check out the Top Cast on Anchor Podcast or your favorite podcast outlet. And if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel already, don't worry about it. Send your auntie instead. Until next week, I'm going to take you out with the young homie Jay Geezer, and we out. Thanks, Tone. Thanks, Ro.
Peace.
Sunny day on a bluffing and so good. Take a look, you can see what I mean. Ride around showing love to the whole hood. Who you know can do it like me. I'm just playing the game.
but you know every day ain't the same. So I'ma ride for the city, I die for the city, straight from the city.
Yeah, waking up in the morning, weekend weather, fly birds outside yawning. Last night was torn and popping, get the song to the next one. I pause for a second, I'm focused. Back got the flow tip, back got the potion. Earth, wind, and fire, moms, pops at it per brand, but it don't get no better. Stack cheddar on the regular, NY down to NC, playing that bigger dog. Despite the niggas right, I is back on my grind. A fist full of dollars, I'm on fire. Flow like rivers now, tigers with stripes like a tiger. Speech for my kinfolk admire people that get dough. I'm all about the checks, Nikes, dreaming about who next up, broken in that. I cruise through the city, passing extras, director yelling action. Fly mommies popping bottles, shots full of armor. I took a glance at a fly lady. I cruise like a hustler to the paper, it's only nature. Shorty got some nice racks on racks, and a smooth money maker, yeah. Got me feeling like Nas in my book of rhymes. You play in the orchestra, bet that you can feel these lines. With my mind reminiscing, JGI spitting subliminal lines, painting pictures of moments in time. Reminiscing, summarizing the 20th song, and got a vision of a rebel standing next to God. Yo, that's a vision of a devil falling from the sky. And why? Nigga, check my level when I'm on the grind. Ahead of my time, know I'm kinda like fighting for my life in the dark, and ain't no sign of light. Evolution in your life, choosing wrong and right. In 21 9, niggas still be trying to sound alike, trying to do it big and live the style of life. Style sincere like Nasir, but all I need's one mic. Looking through the eyes of a little nigga on the grind. Sparks like my rim tie when I pull up on the block. I try to tell you it's the sus, nigga. You say you do it all yourself, and that's what's up, nigga. I try to hit you to the plan, let you know that I'm the man. Got my city with me everywhere we go. Got the fam, 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 got the fam.
Sunny day on the mountain and so good. Take a look, you can see what I need. Right around, so I love to the whole good. Who you know can do it like me? I'm just playing the game, but you know every day ain't the same. So I'ma ride for the city, I die for the city, straight from the city. Straight from the city.